Another really common question that I get on my social media and sometimes via email is, I'll get Timmy does, or my son or my daughter does great blocking during drill work. Their technique is money, they control the ball, everything looks great. Once they get into a game situation though, everything changes. And a lot of times they try and pick it instead of block it. Sometimes that's due to the higher velocity. So during training, make sure you're mixing in some live blocks at high velocity so it's game-like, maybe even above game speed, a little bit higher velocity, a little more challenging than they're going to get in the game. So when they get in the game, it slows everything down. So the higher velocity a lot of times is the reason for the pick instead of block. There's still that little voice in the back of their head saying this might hurt, so we have to get them comfortable with the higher velocities. But another one is they're not reading the ball in the dirt. They're not recognizing that pitch angle and making that decision soon enough or quick enough to get down to block when they should be, right? So a great drill progression that you can do to get your catchers better at reading balls in the dirt and knowing when to block and when they can stay on their feet is just a simple progression of throw them 8 to 10 pitches in the strike zone, then throw them 8 to 10 pitches in the dirt, then alternate strike zone, dirt, and then make it as game-like as possible and make it random. You can do this drill with all fastballs. You can do this drill with all breaking balls. You can do this drill with all whatever pitch you want to use. You can also alternate. Just make sure you're explaining or calling out the pitch type to your catcher before you actually throw it. Yes, cross-ups happen in games sometimes, but for the purpose of the drill and getting better at reading and reacting, we want to make sure that we let them know what pitch is coming. So a good read and react drill progression looks like this. I'm just going to do 3 pitches at a time to speed up the process here. So these will be in the dirt. These will be in the strike zone, Wilder. So the first one I threw relatively high. The next two I tried to keep toward the bottom of the zone just to give them a little bit of a challenge of seeing if that's going to be in the dirt or not. So when you're doing this, point is do your best to keep the pitches low in the zone, low in the strike zone. These next 3 will be in the dirt. These next 3, I'm going to alternate. I'm going to throw it in the strike zone, then I'm going to throw it in the dirt, then I'm going to throw it in the strike zone, and I'm going to throw it in the dirt. We'll do 4 of these. So you get a couple of each. In the strike zone. Terrible pitch. In the dirt. Strike zone. Dirt. The concept is this. What I'm trying to get Wilder to see is the angle of the pitch out of my hand, right? So we just showed him balls in the strike zone. He saw the angle of the pitch and the ones that get to him. Then I did balls in the dirt. He sees the different angle, how the ball looks coming out of my hand when it ends up in the dirt. And then we alternate so he sees the different variations, and then we want to make it as game-like as possible. So now what we'll do is we're going to make it random, just like a game. It looks like this. We'll do 4 again. Too easy. See if I can make it harder. So you can mix in as many dirt balls as you want. Just know that in a game, probably about, depending on the level that you're playing at, 80 to 90% of the pitches are in the air. And then only 10 to 20% are actually in the dirt. Again, it depends on the level you're at. I've had games where there were no balls bounced in the dirt, and I've had games where there was about 20, 25, 30 pitches in the dirt. And again, it just depends on the experience level and accuracy, consistency of that pitcher. So again, very common mistake, very common fault is to try and pick when they should have blocked. A lot of times it's mindset, like we've already discussed. Sometimes it's are they reading and reacting the angle of the pitch. So show your catchers what it looks like in the air, what it's going to look like for it to be catchable. Show them the different angle, what it looks like going into the dirt. Alternate the 2, and then go random like a game. this is a great way to get your catcher better at reading and reacting to balls in the dirt. Blocking instead of picking.